Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I bring good news. So if you're a nurse and you are a midwife, join here and come and listen to this good news. So we are in February 2023. The NMC UK has finally brought out an implementation for the UK NMC English language requirements. You know, sometime last year there was a ballot. People were talking about whether they should reduce the OAT scores or reduce the IELTS score. Finally, they have brought about their own implementations after they did their deliberations, and it is actually good news because it would make things easier for people who want to join the UK NMC register. People who have not passed earlier on, it would make things easier for them. So if you're a nurse and you're a midwife and you're interested in working in the UK, I think this is a very great opportunity for you. So the first exciting news is the cladding of results. Somebody would ask me, what is cladding of results? The cladding of the results is the combination of two tests taken. If you, let's say you wrote your first OAT or first IELTS and you did not get the scores you want, you are allowed to write a second one. But then it should all be within a period of 12 months. It should not exceed 12 months. You can only combine two results within a span of 12 months. So yeah, one more thing, you cannot combine IELTS and OAT. Yes, some people were asking if you could combine, maybe you wrote OAT for the first time, you didn't get it, can you get IELTS and combine it? No. Whichever one you write, if it's OAT, it's the same OAT you need to write again to add to it. If it's IELTS academic, it's the same IELTS academic you need to add to it. Mind you, the IELTS score has not been reduced, neither has the OAT scores been reduced. The only good thing about it is that, you know, initially when you write one test and you don't pass, you have to register for all four again and make sure you get the required scores in all four sections. Now they're giving you the opportunity to combine the first one that you wrote. Let's say the first test you wrote, you got 3 sections, you didn't get one. Let's say reading, you didn't get reading. So you write the second one again. Now this time around you get the reading. You can combine that reading you got to the first one and then submit the two together. It's acceptable. But previously, you cannot combine results. If it's the first one, you have to put aside the first one and focus all your energy on the second one and make sure you get over the 4 sections. But now, it doesn't work like that. You can combine the 2 results and send it. Which brings me to something the NMC UK has introduced, which is the calculator. So what you do is that you'd go to Google and type in NMC UK test combining calculator. It will show you whether to choose which option, if it's IELTS or it's OAT, whichever one you wrote. You would go there and then you input in your scores you got. Yeah, so whichever score you got, if it's acceptable by the NMC UK, it will let you know. It will take green for you to know that, okay, you have the score. But mind you, combining of results does not mean that you need to perform less in the second exam you are going to write just because you want to get, let's say, only reading. No, they have a certain limit they want. It should be 6.5 for reading, for listening, and for speaking. Both the 2 tests combined, and for writing 6.0. So if you should get anything like 5.5 or 5.0 in either of these 2 tests combined, you are out. They are not going to accept it. So make sure that despite the fact you are looking for just maybe reading or writing or whichever one you're interested in bettering that grade or result, you also study for the other sections as well, because if you get anything below the ones they're looking for, you are not going, it's not going to be acceptable. So I know some people would say, okay, I'm just looking for writing, so why not focus all my energy on writing, and maybe the other ones I'll just do anyhow. And no, if you get anything below what you're looking for in the second test you are applying for, it would affect you. So make sure that in as much as you're looking for a good grade for whichever one you did not pass, you excel in the other ones too. That is the only way that the 2 tests will be accepted for combination of tests. So you'd go to Google, Then you type in NMC UK test combining calculator. So it will bring you to this page. You read whatever information that is there. Then you go to the next. You click on the next. So when you click on the next, it will give you the type of exam you took. If it's IELTS, you choose IELTS. If it is OET you wrote, you choose OET. This is for the first test you take. So let's say I wrote IELTS. For the first test I took, I got 8.0 in listening. Then for the reading, I had 7.0. Then writing, I had 6.0. Then in speaking, I had 8.5. So that is my test scores for the first test. And obviously, I cannot use this because the writing is supposed to be 6.5 and above, but I have 6.0. So I need to write again. So you click on next, it will bring you to test 2 scores. So let's say I had 8.0 in listening in my second attempt. Then 7.5 in reading. Then this time around in the writing, I got 7.0. Then in speaking, I had 7.5. So this time around, I have gotten the score I want for the writing. So I will submit it. Then now it's about to interpret the results for me. It will tell you how to interpret these results. It states your results will show as either green for a required score, yellow for a minimum score that can only use for test combining, red for below our minimum score that you cannot use for test combining. To combine your test, you must have at least one green score in each section. If you have a red score in any section, you cannot combine that test. So as you can see, listening, it has ticked 2 greens, so we are good to go. Reading too has ticked 2 greens, we are good to go. Then writing, it has ticked 1 green because the first one was 6.0, that's why it has ticked yellow, but the second test was a better grade, so you are good to go. Then speaking, green, tick. Both tests 1 and 2, green tick. So that means you can combine these results. So I want to do another demonstration so that you understand it better. So I'm starting again. I wrote IELTS. So they're asking me for what I had in my first exam. Let's say in listening, I had 5.5. In reading, I had 7.5. In writing, I had 7.0. And then in speaking, I had 8.0. So as you can see, the listening, you cannot use it because it's 5.5. So I'm going to the next. They're asking me to input my second test scores. So for the listening, I had 7.0 this time around. Then for reading, I had 6.0. Writing, I had 8.0. And speaking, I had 8.5. So I'm submitting the 2 tests together. So as you can see, there are red scores in it For the speaking and the writing, it's okay because you have 2 green ticks. But for the reading and the listening, it's scoring red. So that means you cannot use it, because as I said earlier on, if it scores red, it means this score does not meet our requirements. So you cannot use this test for combining. To combine tests, you cannot score below 6.5 in reading in either test. Let's look at listening too. This score does not meet our requirements for listening. You cannot use this test for combining. To combine tests, you cannot score below 6.5 in listening in either test. So the second good news is the using of supporting evidence from your employer. So this is actually limited to people in the United Kingdom. Yeah, let's say you are a nurse or a midwife in your home country, but you came into the United Kingdom as a carer. Yeah, this is for you people. In this particular situation, you should have worked with your company for 12 months or more. Yeah, you should have worked with them for 12 months or more. And you nominate your line manager to vouch for you that you have knowledge of the English language. You can interact with people, your patients and clients and other colleagues. You can interact with them very well in English. And also, your manager you're going to nominate must be an NMC registrant. So let's say you work in a care home as a senior carer, but then you are a nurse back in your home country. This is a great opportunity for you. Or you are an HCA in a hospital, but then you are a nurse back where you come from. You need to go and see your line manager and then let the person vouch for you that you have worked more than 12 months in the United Kingdom and you are able to communicate properly with your clients and your patients, whoever you deal with in your day-to-day activities. It's not just limited to health. Yeah, social care settings too. But then you should be a registered nurse back in your home country, just that for 1 or 2 reasons you came on a different route as probably a carer or a support worker or something. Yeah, if you fall in this category, the NMC UK is now saying that you can use your employer's reference. Like, you can let your employer vouch for you that you have been here for more than 12 months and you are able to communicate well and have good knowledge of the English language. Yeah, this person needs to vouch for you that you are good to go. And then you don't have to write any English language test. If they find every evidence that has been supplied to be accurate and truthful, you are good to go. You don't have to write any English language test exams. So personally, I think like this is good news because we all know how difficult IELTS academic is. Like, I know lots of people who have written it 4 times, 5 times, 6. People are still not getting it simply because maybe they might write the first one, they will just miss one out. Write the second one, they might get the one they want, but they would mess up the ones they have passed earlier on. But now this combination of results gives you the opportunity for you to like better yourself and combine the 2 results. It's like writing WASI exam, you probably didn't get it. You go in for RACET, which is the NOVDEC exam. Then you combine the 2 results to better yourself and gain admission into school. It's just something like this. You don't pass the first one, you go in for a second one, you better yourself, and then you combine the 2 results. I think like it would make things more easier for people. Yeah, so personally, I think this is good news. And also, if you're already in the United Kingdom, for you, it's like cool cake. You just need to make sure that you have worked more than a year, which is 12 months, and also you are able to interact with people you work with on a daily basis properly. Then you get your line manager to assist you in doing that. Then the NMC UK would consider that to admit you on their register. So yeah, that is that. These are the new rules that has been brought out in February 2023 regarding the English language requirements. So my dear brothers and sisters overseas who are interested in coming to work in the United Kingdom. Like, this is great news. If you have been discouraged because you have written the exams several times, you are not getting it, please try it one more time. Probably this time around you would get it. Combine your 2 test results and you're going to be here. I mean, like, don't get discouraged. I know it's not that easy. Besides, the money involved in registering these exams is very expensive. I've written some. I know it's expensive, but give it a try again. And I'm very positive that you get it this time around. Combine the test results and come here. We are waiting for you guys. Yeah, so this is the good news for this week. So thank you all for your time. I wish you the best in their exams, people who are preparing for their IELTS and their OAT, CBT, OSCE. I wish everybody the best. All right, catch you later. Bye.